Happy Valentine's Day. How is everyone doing? Love to see people in the chat already. So excited. This is my first time being live scheduled because last week I went live very randomly for 2 hours. And this is my first time going live that I promoted it and I planned it. So here we are. Happy Valentine's Day to everyone. Thank you so much for being here and spending it with me. It means a lot. Hi Jenna. Hello Queen. Let me know what you guys are reading in the chat. I will talk about what I'm reading in a few seconds. I just want if anyone else comes in so I don't have to repeat it 100 times. But I am reading 2 books currently. Hello, Jenna, Queen. For those who are here, Jenna will be my guest next week for Reading Sprint. So if you want to hang out with me and Jenna next Tuesday at 7 p.m., come hang out. Currently reading The Ritual by Chantel Tessier. I have not heard of that book before. I say that every 5 seconds whenever someone's reading something that I've never heard of these titles before in my life. Oh, and doing some homework, of course. Oh no, I do not miss having to do homework, let me tell you. I liked school, but homework and exams and all of that stressed me out. I'm happy my only stress right now is work. So, currently reading Set on You by Amy Leah. Have not heard of that one either. Sorry. Let me know what some of these books are about. Is everyone reading romance right now? I'm reading 2 books. One is fantasy romance and the other one's straight up romance. And I'll let you know what those are. The fantasy romance, she's a little indie, nobody really knows about her. I'll show you guys later. But yeah, I'm really excited for tonight too because I know a couple of my IRL friends said that they'd be here and they're readers, and I don't think they've ever been to live reading sprints. So I'm excited for them to join, and hopefully I can convert some people into BookTube because a lot of my friends are on Bookstagram, but not on BookTube. So anyway. Hola, Sammy here. I'm currently reading Skin of Sea. That sounds like fantasy. I'm just gonna guess. Hello, Bad Witch Books. Hi, how are you? Let me know what you're reading. Hello, not sure what I'll be reading. Well, Imelda, if you give us some options, give us at least 2 to 3 options, and I'll choose something for you. If I've heard of the title, because apparently I don't hear about any books. Yes, come join. It'll be fun. Yes, me and Jenna will be going live next Tuesday. I'm going to try to go live every Tuesday at 7 p.m. per usual. Well, not per usual. I haven't done it in a while, but I'm going to try to get in the habit of going live at 7 p.m. on Tuesday nights. That used to be the time where I went live for a whole year, every single Tuesday. And then it stopped, and I haven't been live in 6 months, half a year. So it's been a while. So this feels weird, but I am really excited to be here. Also reading The Paris Apartment by Lucy Foley. How are you liking that, Hanvier? Or I'm sorry if I'm saying your name incorrectly, but let me know how you're liking The Paris Apartment, because honestly, I DNF'd after maybe 5 chapters. At the beginning, I was so confused in this book, and I was really disappointed because I loved The Guest List by Lucy Foley. Love that book. So I was really, really excited about The Paris Apartment, and I did not like it. Sorry. But I hope that you are, because I know this has mixed reviews. So I'm curious to know what you think. Hi, Megan's over. Can't wait to read. Oh, that's so cute. I hope Harrison's laying down, not he's not crying. He's all good. So you guys have reading time. Or maybe he's asleep. I don't know. What is Harrison's bedtime? I don't know. Hi, just finished 8 Perfect Murders and we'll be reading Small Spaces. Ooh. I do have 8 Perfect Murders on my TBR. I did hear that book kind of spoils some classic murder mysteries, but like I'm never gonna read them, so I don't care. But what is Small Spaces? I've not heard of that book. The Roomies classic literature. Oh my god. Of course. Book club is reading the ritual, and I'm surprisingly enjoying it, so I'm joining them too. Is that fantasy romance or like smut? I don't read a lot of like smutty books. I don't I've come to learn that I don't like it. And that's okay. But is that like smut? Because I think I saw that on their stories and stuff, so I'm sad that I can't join because I don't like it, but I'm sorry. Hi, Amy. Happy Valentine's Day. Amy's at work, sneaking these friends in. Thank you for being here because I know that you're at work. Same. Reading the Blood Trials. Ooh, that sounds like fantasy YA. I'm just gonna guess. Whenever I don't know a title, I'm just gonna guess what the genre is. It's a contemporary romance. Oh, nice. Okay, there's a couple more people here, so I guess I'll share what I'm reading tonight. So I'm rereading this little fantasy romance. She's a little indie. Nobody really knows her. A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas. It's like a Beauty and the Beast retelling, fantasy. Yeah. If you couldn't tell, I was being sarcastic. But yeah, I'm rereading Akatar. I am 250 pages in. This was completely influenced by a podcast that I'm currently listening to, which is called Those 14 Fangirls. It's my favorite podcast at the moment. It is hosted by Christine Riccio and Natasha Fantopoulos. Those names may sound familiar because they're like the OG booktubers. They've been on booktube for like 10 years. I've been following them for a long, long time. And on their podcast, they have like a little section where they talk about a book, like 2 or 3 chapters of a book. And right now, they are reading Akatar. So I figured I'd jump on that bandwagon and just reread Akatar. So that is what I'm currently rereading. And then I am also reading, let me see if I can pull up the audiobook. Here it is. Oh, yes. Please don't start playing. Okay. I am reading also Thank You for Listening by Julia Whalen. I only have the audiobook for this, don't have this physically. So I don't know how I'll divide my time tonight. But we will see. um I am starting Archer's Voice because I need a book to make me cry. That's Colleen Hoover, right? I feel like I've heard of that before. I think that's a Colleen Hoover book. I actually tried starting because I have the audiobook for It Starts With Us, and I think I listened to like 5 minutes of it, and I was like, I'm okay. I think I'm good. I think I'm good on Colleen Hoover, like, for a while. Same with, like, Colleen Hoover, I read a lot of her stuff, and I think I'm okay. I thought I would be, like, because her writing is so addictive, I thought that I would just, like, jump into It Starts With Us and just, like, not be able to stop reading, but I was like, the Atlas point of view, like, I just feel like it's not for me. If it's not a female, like, main character for Colleen Hoover, I feel like I don't like it because Ugly Love has the 2 POVs. Even though Ugly Love, like, I gave it 2 stars at the time, but looking back, I'd probably give that book 1 star because so problematic. But the chapters where the guy whose name I don't remember, I hated those chapters. I enjoyed the chapters with the girl a little more, but still, I do not like that book. I'm sorry if I'm offending anyone who loves Colleen Hoover. Um, I was looking for reading sprints and found you. Well, hello, Jay. I am reading Parasite by Darcy Coates, a sci-fi horror. Interesting. Don't think I've ever read a sci-fi horror. If I read sci-fi, it's just like regular sci-fi or like YA sci-fi. I feel like honestly, I've only ever read one science fiction series, which was Sleeping Giants. Love that series, by the way, but I've never read a sci-fi horror. That sounds interesting though. And I have heard of Darcy Coates a lot. I've never read anything by them. I am reading Savvy Sheldon Feels Good. That sounds like a rom-com. Last minute pick from the library for Valentine's romance read. Okay, so it is romance for sure. I don't know about comedy. Um, I am reading Ninth House, my favorite book. Ninth House by Lee Bardugo. Girl, I just reread this book like a month ago or so. And then read Hellbent, which is the sequel to Ninth House. And it was the best experience. I love this series so much. I have a feeling we're gonna be waiting like 3 more years for the next one. So when the time comes, I'm gonna be reading Ninth House, Hellbent, and then whatever the next book is. But this is such a good series. I'll reread it whenever. But yeah. I am a liar. Just remember, I want to read Cupid's Peak. Cupid's Peak. I don't know what that is. Sounds interesting. Hey, Sarah. Thanks for coming. Reading Georgie All Along. I have that here. That was my book of the month pick. We were kind of, I think you influenced me to pick this up, or you asked me what I picked, and I told you I picked this one or the other. And oh, oh, my IRL friend is literally texting me telling me that her boyfriend and daughter are watching my videos. So I hope they join the live. um but yes, Sarah is another IRL friend who joins my IRL book club. Um Skin of the Sea is a YA fantasy. Sounded like it. That does sound about right. I am starting Black Left. Sorry, messages. I'm starting Black Leopard Red Wolf tomorrow. Have you or anyone else read it? I have not read this. Black Leopard Red Wolf. I was like, I'm gonna guess all the genres for each book. I have no idea what this could be. His bedtime is about 6:30 to 7. He's usually crabby and ready for bed. He just went down. Good for you. So you and and Meg can read and have some me time. It is smutty romance. A lot of them, I think, are darker fantasy vibes. Not sure. This one is a college smutty romance. Not for me, but I'm happy for all of you that are enjoying that book. Um, I did try reading the Zodiac Academy a while ago, and I mean, it was entertaining. It reminded me a lot of like Vampire Academy vibes. Like those books are for entertainment. Like don't expect like a life-changing book. But yeah. Hi. Reading The Younger Wife. Excuse me. Um, 8 Perfect Murders. Okay. I guess they are watching old videos of me. 8 Perfect Murders spoils so many books, even The Secret History. I do not ever intend to read The Secret History by Donna's Hart. Small Spaces is a spooky middle grade about something called the Smiling Man. I was just researching a whole bunch of middle grades for middle grade March because I usually plan my TBR ahead of time. So I was looking up a lot of middle grades. So Small Spaces sounded familiar. That might have come up on my list, but I don't think I ended up putting it on there. But yeah, is anyone else participating in middle grade March? I am curious. Hi Miranda, another IRL friend is here tonight. I am reading Briarcliff Prep by Brianna Pevins. I think it's a thriller set in a fictional, historically black boarding school. Love it so far. Let me know how that is because that sounds really interesting. And I love boarding school setting schools. Like, we love Truly Devious. That is like our series. And I have been craving for like another boarding school set type of school. I know most people do not like the Paris apartment, but I tried it because I love the guest list and the hunting party. I will let you know what I think when I'm done. Please do. I am actually saving the hunting party because I will be traveling to London/Scotland in September. So I want to read the hunting party closer to that, or maybe I'll take it with me. I don't know yet. I have like a whole list of books that are set in London and Scotland, and I want to read them like leading up to the trip, so it gets me really excited. And I also want to pick like the perfect book or two to take with me, but like, shorter, nice books because I'm not going to be doing a lot of reading. So the hunting party might be a good one to take with me, but we shall see. We love your hair. Thank you. It was curled this morning and it no longer is. It kind of just flattened out and it's doing the flippy thing because it's going through the growing stages. It was much shorter. I think it was actually like the 2-month anniversary since I cut it. I've been keeping track because I really want my hair to grow. Basically, I had kind of like a haircut horror story. I had my hair cut in like September for a wedding. And I wanted it like shorter, but not as short as the lady cut it. And it was like uneven, so she had to even it out. And it was like obviously much shorter. And then I just felt something weird about my hair. Like I felt like it looked weird. So I went to like an actual salon. Before that, I had gone to Ulta. And then I went to an actual salon and she literally took a picture of the back of my head. And I don't know what those are called. I think they're called bevels. I don't know, but literally looked like I had a staircase on the back of my head. Like it was horribly, horribly cut. So this lady had to fix it and cut it even more. So I've been going like I haven't been taking a lot of pictures because I don't really love my hair right now, but I'm getting used to it a little bit more now. So thank you. Thank you for the compliment. It's all I should have said and not that whole tangent. But yeah. Akko, what Akatar? Never heard of it. Right? She's so unknown. Like she doesn't get the love that she deserves. Like really. People should read this more. Like but I still have yet to read it. Oh my god, you've never read Akatar, Jenna? No, I don't hate you. Honestly, I love you. Like you need to vlog it. One, two. Like I feel like you should be reading this next week when we're on reading sprint, so I can be like, so what did you just read? And it's so clear in my mind now too, because like I'm just now reading it, and there's so many things I feel like I missed the first time that I feel like we'd have great discussions. Hi, hoping to finish Danny Brown 70% in. Very, very nice. Hey, maybe finishing X's and O's or just like magic. Very nice. I'm finishing up the Bell Chime. It's a KU and psychological thriller. Nice. I wish I read more books from KU, but I do not. I like barely use my Kindle and I feel so bad. My Kindle was like one of my first gifts that my boyfriend ever got me for my birthday, and we literally like we probably met like mid-September of 2021. We were already official like early October. Our anniversary is October 2nd, and my birthday was October 10th, and this man bought me a Kindle. Like, it's real. You know that it's real. Can anyone please give me suggestions for a fantasy book that is simple, like Sarah J. Maas? She's the only fantasy writer I've read. Thank you. Something like Sarah J. Maas that I always recommend is A Curse So Dark and Lonely by Bridget Kemmerer. I'd recommend that one. Trying to think. Ninth House by Lee Bardugo is more adult fantasy for sure. It is not YA, but I feel like it's simple enough in the magic system. And I don't know. I feel like I don't read fantasy enough to be able to. This one's not really fantasy, it's more dystopian, but I always recommend Scythe by Neil Schusterman. The Scythe arc series is incredible. I hope you like those. Oh, try these hollow vows, said Jordan. And hi, Jordan. Thanks for coming. What are you reading, Jordan? Let me know. For easy fantasy, I really liked the Wayward Children novellas by Shauna McGuire, and now I'm obsessed with fantasy. Those are really simple stories, and they also talk a lot about like the really popular, or like the fantasy classics. Like I think that one had like Peter Pan characters and like Alice in Wonderland characters from what I remember, but I only read the first one and I wasn't obsessed with it, so I never continued that series. But I can see how that would be a good recommendation. Thank you. Hi, I'm reading A Wizard's Guide to Defensive Baking. Is this a novel or is this like a cooking book? That sounds really cute. Hi, happy Valentine's Day, everyone. Hey, Yai, how are you? I'm doing really good. Happy Valentine's Day to you. Hope you're doing great. Feliz Dia de San Valentín, in Spanish. Um, I am planning on joining middle grade March for the first time this year. I discovered my love for middle grade around this time last year because I joined middle grade March and I read oh my god, what was it? The School for Good and Evil. Oh, I love the first book, and then the second book, I feel like I waited too long and I forgot some things, so I just never continued the series. But yeah, I've read some really cool middle grade, and I have a really nice list, so I will be sharing that like soon for my March TBR. Truly devious. Gotta get to Vermont this year. Yes, Miranda and I are going to Vermont sometime soon, hopefully this year, maybe next year. We'll see. We'll see where life takes us. I don't know. I think like plans, like traveling wise for me this year, the really set plans are London and Scotland in September. But besides that, oh, I also am going on a road trip to Michigan with my friend. There are some talks about Arizona with another one of my friends. And is that it? Oh, I am going to Pittsburgh, but it's literally for a weekend. It's like 2 hours away for Taylor Swift. I'm so excited. Have you read One True Loves by Taylor Jenkins Reid? It's on my TBR, but the trailer for the movie came out. There's a movie? Um, didn't know there was a movie and have not read One True Loves. I have read Forever Interrupted is like her only backlist book that I've ever read. Besides that, I've only read like Evelyn Hugo, Carrie Soto, Malibu Rising, Daisy Jones, like etc. Daisy Jones is coming out soon, guys. I'm so excited. Hi, Rebecca. Happy Valentine's Day. I can't wait to read Forever Interrupted. That one, she is very sad. So just a trigger warning because I feel like I used to be able to read really sad romance books before. Can't do that no more. It triggers me. Being like in a committed relationship, it triggers my anxiety. So I can't read those. Love Truly Devious. Honestly, me and Miranda, I feel like are the biggest Truly Devious fans. I don't know if Miranda, if you've already read Nine Liars, but I did read it, and I wish I'd saved it for London because it's set in London. I am eating dinner and then picking back up Malice House. I have seen that one. That one's horror, right? I think so. I bought myself a Kindle and was convinced that I would use it. It's been a year and I do not use it. I just like how I'm able to continuously scroll when reading on the Kindle app on my phone. um, I used it a lot at the beginning because I was reading a lot of arcs at the time. So that's honestly wonderful. Every now and then when I'm really itching to read an arc, the Kindle is great. But there haven't been any arcs that I'm like really itching to read, so I haven't been picking it up recently. I am reading Say You Swear. It's a sports romance. Oh yeah, you're on your sports romance kick. So I've heard or seen on your stories. How are you liking it? My February TBR is still so full and there's only 2 weeks left. Consider me in for sprint in March, and I may just be picking up Akatar. Ooh, okay. Perfect. I think I have like 2 more books after the 2 that I'm currently reading. So hopefully that works out for me, but we'll see. I live in Vermont and it's beautiful in fall. Yeah, there's some places like Colorado and Vermont that like I want to go in fall. And my birthday's in October. But usually like every year is just getting warmer and warmer on my birthday. So, I don't know, but I do want to go in the fall to Vermont and also to Colorado. So I'm going to send you bookish stuff for London to check out. I have been recommended some bookstores. I have a friend, Sean, who also has a booktube here, um, Sean Connolly, and he recommended a bookstore in London. That's all on my For You page is London and Scottish bookstores all over my For You page. It's great. It's really great. It's making me so excited. I think my boyfriend is most excited for Gordon Ramsay things because we're obsessed with Gordon Ramsay and MasterChef. So that's like our thing. But yeah. Oh my God, I was so excited you got Taylor Swift. I am so grateful. I don't know who was looking out for me. Karma is my boyfriend, something in the universe. I got Taylor Swift tickets and I still can't believe it. I'm going with my friend Grace, and my boyfriend's coming too. It was a cute fantasy novel. The wizard is a 14-year-old who uses magic to bake and then has to save other wizards from someone who wants to get rid of anyone with magic. Oh, that's so cute. That definitely middle grade. It's a 14-year-old. I guess that would be YA because they're a teenager, but I feel like I consider YA anything above 16 years old. Oh, that does sound cute. Hello! This is my bestie, Jessie. Just getting home to Pedro and Esme watching your stream without me. Oh, God. Pedro's lucky I wasn't talking about him on here. I have read Nine Liars and loved it. I loved it too. The ending, though, Miranda, I was like, what in the hell? I was so shocked. I wish I known that you're reading it so we could have buddy read it, but yeah. Hello. I am reading Heartless tonight. Heartless by Marissa Meyer? Maybe? Question mark? I never read it, but I was obsessed with Marissa Meyer. Oh my God, Gordon fam, yeah! You should watch Next Level Chef. The new season just started yesterday. My boyfriend and I love it. We started with MasterChef Junior with the kids. And then we were like, this isn't spicy enough. We need Gordon to be yelling at people. And then we started watching MasterChef, and it's a whole new world. Like you guys wouldn't know that for MasterChef, like Gordon's actually really nice. Like Joe was the meanest judge on MasterChef, and they're actually like he's not that bad. I think the one show that he's like really mean on, it's like Hell's Kitchen or something. But MasterChef, like he's not that mean. Not all the time. Like on group challenges. But let me stop talking about Gordon Ramsay. Oh, Ella, I did attempt to make a beef Wellington for Valentine on Sunday, and it came out pretty good. I mean, it wasn't the prettiest, but she was tasty. But yeah, I tried making a beef Wellington, and it was great. Traumatized. Yes, that ending for Nine Liars, I had to read it like 5 times. I was so confused. Okay? Yes. Elsie Silver. Oh, Heartless. Okay. I thought you were talking about Heartless by Marissa Meyer, which is like a YA, the evil queen from Snow White or something like that. Her story. I don't know. It's a cowboy romance. I've never read a cowboy romance in my life. I don't know if I ever will, honestly. I like it. It's cute. Has some deeper themes too, but funny and enjoying it. So happy to hear that. All right. I've been talking for half an hour. She is dry. I have heard so many great things about it. Oh, that's great. For the first sprint, I'm gonna do a 30-minute sprint for everybody. If also really quickly, if you've never been on reading sprints before, shouting out Jess and Sarah, which I feel like have never been on reading sprints before. Basically, what we do is that we chat like we just did. I chatted for way too long. We usually don't chat for this long. We chat and then we do a reading sprint, which I will show the screen in like, let me show it right now so you know what I'm saying. I'll share my screen. And that little video is an ambiance. I just do that for like ambience and aesthetic. And as you can see, there's a timer. So I'm going to set that timer and we're going to read for that amount of time. So for 30 minutes. And then when the timer goes off, we just come back, we chat about how much we read, other things, and then we do it again. That's a reading sprint, but it's a lot of fun. So I hope that you guys stick around. And yeah, I'm going to be eating some strawberry chocolate covered strawberries and pretzels, and I also have some rosé and a can. So if I'm really bubbly later, that's why. All right, well, oh my god, way to go. The way I would have been triple checking the recipe scared Gordon. I did like an easy, simple mini beef Wellington, but it was really tasty. All right, we're gonna read, and I'll see you in 30 minutes. Hello. That was 30 minutes. How did you all do? I decided, as you probably saw, I picked up Akatar, and I think I probably read about 30 pages of this just now. And I am on page 330, so I have this much left. It would be wonderful to finish this tonight, but we'll see. I think I have about like 100, less than 100 pages. I'd say maybe like 80 pages left. So we'll see if I can finish this tonight. I don't know how much longer. Like I'll go. I don't know how late I'll be up tonight, but I don't have to wake up early tomorrow, which is great. So if you guys are up for it, then I can probably stay up for a while. But yeah, let me know how you guys did in the chat. Like I said, I think I only read like 30 pages. And I've been drinking this canned rosé, and she is pretty strong. I don't even want to tell y'all the percentage of that because I'm probably not going to finish it, to be completely honest. Yeah. And I was also eating, I think I mentioned chocolate covered strawberries and pretzels. They're delicious, but I am feeling so full, but it's so good that I don't want to stop eating. But yeah, sorry, my chair is like slowly going backwards. But yeah, Akatar, she's great. I mean, she's a classic. So yeah, let me know how much you guys have read. Hi, Liv. Just dropping in to say happy Valentine's, my friend. Happy Valentine's, Liv, if you're still here. Thanks for popping by. Also, thank you for listening. It's so good. Hope you love it. I'm really liking it so far. I haven't read that during these sprints. I'm hoping to like finish this first and then read that, or I don't really know. We'll see. I do have to do some organizing, so maybe if I just need to like organize and do something else and listen to an audiobook, I'll do that. But yeah. Hi, Jordan. Thanks for coming. What are you reading tonight? I read 10%. That's great. I don't know how much 30 pages is, like percentage wise. But I got a good amount read. So that is good. Sorry. Texts. I just joined and read 4 pages of Clockwork Angel. What a classic. I never got through that series. I think I read the first 2. Which one's the first one? Is it Clockwork Angel the first one? I don't know. But I never finished it. I read the first 2, which is stupid because the trilogy, so like I could have finished it. But I was just not into it. I couldn't understand why everyone hyped it up so much. I'm sorry. I have all of the hot takes tonight. I'm sorry. I did not read. I ate and talked with my mom. Next sprint for sure, I'll read. Great. I did go downstairs to grab this like ottoman for my feet to like prop them up, and my mom started talking to me. I'm like, I'm busy. You're taking up reading time right now. Got to chapter 5 of Small Spaces and gonna eat some dinner. Very, very nice. What are you having? Let me know. I was not feeling like cooking dinner tonight, and thankfully my mom had like leftovers of everything. So I had rice, she had made pork chops, and I made a salad, and she had biscuits left over from last night. They went to some restaurant. So I am so full right now. And I'm eating pretzels and strawberries too. Is the drink good? She is good. She is strong for sure. Like I can, yeah. Like I like wine when it tastes like juice, and this does not taste like juice. Like you can taste the alcohol in this. Yeah, I'm probably not gonna finish this. Like on the back here, it says like 2 of these bottles is like 1 bottle. Like 2 of these cans is 1 bottle of wine. So basically, I think in this can it's 2 glasses of wine. That makes sense. So I'm probably not gonna finish this. I did 0 reading. Oh no, but got my homework done. Yay. At least what I decided to do tonight. What was your homework for? What class? I don't even know what you're studying, Jenna. I feel like you've told me before probably and I forgot. I know like another college student, which is Kendall. She's studying like nursing or something medical. But I forget what you're studying. I feel like you're studying like either English, something English or sciency, but I could be wrong. Reading Georgie all along, read about 20 pages. Esme needed things. Oh, Esme, how dare you need anything? I have that here. I think Sarah is also reading this, Georgie all along. I have too many IRL Sarah friends. There's two Sarahs in the chat who I know in real life that love reading. But yeah. Sarah from book club is, I think she's also reading this. She mentioned this earlier. I want to read this so bad. It sounds so good. I just didn't fit it into my February TBR. Maybe I'll change some stuff around my TBR, but we'll see. I did start another book of the month. Really good actually this morning, but why is Siri doing things? I did not ask you. No, nobody asked you, Siri. I'm sorry. Anyway, I started this morning, but it's Valentine's Day and this shit is depressing. This is mostly like about divorce, like this woman who just is going through a divorce, but she is so cynical. And it's funny, for sure it's funny, but she's super cynical and basically kind of talking of like how love doesn't exist, like how love isn't real. And I'm like, I don't need to read this on Valentine's Day. We're good vibes. Fantasy romance, no, not this today, but it is funny and I do want to read it, but not today. I tried starting this morning and I couldn't read it today. But yes, Clockwork Angel is book 1 in the Infernal Devices. I did read this, and I read the second one, and I read the first 3 books of City of Bones. And well, I think I read the first 2 and half of the third one, and I was like, no. Cassandra Clare's writing is just not for me. 1. 2, I think urban fantasy is also not for me. Because also Crescent City by Sarah J. Maas is urban fantasy. And I did not like it. So I think it's urban fantasy, the genre. And also I do think Cassandra Clare's writing is not for me specifically. So yes. Sorry, Jessica, because I know this is like one of your favorite series, but I tried. I tried so hard and I felt so much FOMO because I didn't like it. And then when everyone was hyping up Agatar, I was like, I'm gonna hate that too, just like how I hated City of Bones. And I did not. Favorite series. Finished dinner and read about 10 pages. Guys, when you tell me that you're going to eat dinner, you're going to make dinner, or you ate dinner, you have to tell me what you ate because I need to know. Like, I'm so curious. Read 30 pages, still love Lucy Foley's writing. I'm so glad. I feel like for me, it was mostly like confusion with that book, The Paris Apartment by Lucy Foley, by the way. It was confusion because I feel like I also tried, and I DNF'd the 7.5 Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle. Too confused to continue that book. And also, in my dreams, I hold a knife. So confused, DNF'd. So I feel like when there's a lot of different characters and like different POVs and stuff, like it has to be done very, very well in order for me to like actually read it. But for me, this one didn't hit, unfortunately. Hey! It's a party over there. Why aren't I invited? We got Sarah, Meg, and Miss Shelley. They're all at Sarah's house. That sounds like a fun reading party right now, and I want to be there. Are you guys like celebrating Valentine's? Like, do we have a charcuterie board going on? Like, that sounds like so much fun. I wish my mom read. She does not like reading at all. My mom, yeah. I also had rice, salad, and beans though. That sounds yummy. You know what? Talking about food just reminded me that I still need to meal prep my lunch for tomorrow, but I'm feeling lazy and I feel like I'm going to leave it for tomorrow and I'm going to regret it. But you know, I don't want to go downstairs. It was my principles of retailing homework. Principles of retailing? What class is that? I'm studying to get my associates in marketing. You've told me this too. Definitely not English or science. I don't know why I just assumed. English because you read. Science, I don't know why. I just thought I feel like you've read like the Love Hypothesis or something, and I was just like science. Which is really stupid of me, but marketing, you've told me this. Okay, I just need to remember like what I studied in college whenever we're talking about you. Just gonna have some sweet potato and salmon. That sounds very healthy. Maybe a glass of wine, but we'll see. Listen, I'm going to enable you to drink some wine because I'm drinking wine. And if anyone has wine in their house right now, I encourage you all to pour yourselves a glass of wine. It's Valentine's Day. We're having a good time. Everyone, pour yourselves a glass of wine. I am enabling all of you. Um, no, I am not an English major, but I did really like my English class, and I'm loving my communications class. My favorites were my communications classes, which I'm just, what am I talking about? I have a communications major. I do not have a marketing major. I have communications major. And those were obviously my favorite classes. And also my sociology class was really fun for me, and psychology was really fun. I did not read. I've been trying to study, so I'm using these friends as company. Thank you all for wanting to spend your freaking Valentines with me. Like, that means a lot. Yes, me and Sarah from book club are buddy reading. I was not invited to this buddy read. I feel hurt. Jess and I just buddy read The Measure by Nikki Ehrlich, and I get also Jess, you told me that you finished it, but you never told me your rating. Like I just realized you never told me your rating for The Measure. I gave it a 5 out of 5 stars. I loved that book, and Jordan from Sorry Book Solid, she recommended that book, and it was like the perfect mix of things for me. Like it was like a little bit dystopian, there was a little bit of romance, like relationships, like a whole bunch of different characters. I adored that book. But yeah, we just buddy read The Measure. And I'm gonna be really offended that you guys did not invite me to this buddy read because I also had the book, but it's okay. I didn't read, but cooked dinner in the exact amount of time the sprint took. Plating up now. You just reminded me of my boyfriend that like every time that we cook, he'll like, or that I'll make something or he'll make something, he'll be like, let me see this plating, like Gordon Ramsay. But anyway, you made lemon Dijon salmon with mashed butternut squash and fried cabbage and wine. Whoa, that sounds really fancy. Look at you, Ella. Also, yes to wine. Cheers to anyone who's drinking at home today. That sounds delicious. And also, I was really craving butternut squash last week, and I bought like a bag of frozen butternut squash. And I also got butternut squash soup, and it was the best. It's okay, you're still my bestie. Oh, because I don't like city bones. I feel like if you would have like hated on Akatar, like then our friendship like couldn't be no more. I'm kidding. I would never stop being friends with someone because they don't like a book I love. That is silly. Sounds yummy. Is in your job marketing type job? You run social media. Yeah, I am a social. What is my freaking title? A marketing coordinator for a community development organization. But I am looking for new things, new opportunities. Please, guys, like keep me in your prayers. Think of me, pray for me because I've been waiting to hear back from this job. And I like checked in with them last week and they told me that I'd hear early this week and it is Tuesday, which honestly, there are 5 days in the week. Monday and Tuesday is early in the week. Wednesday's midweek. Thursday and Friday you would consider later in the week. They said early this week. So I'm like, I don't know what's taking so long. And I'm just really anxious because I really, really want it. But also, like, if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. But I know I am the perfect fit for it. But yeah, I can't say much else. Hi, Dana Reed had to take care of my allergic reaction to collar. Oh my gosh. Are you okay? Wait, allergic reaction to collar. I don't know what that means. I'm sorry. I think I'm just dumb. um, and to color, she's good. She's good now. Wait, who is? I'm confused. I think I'm just dumb. I'm sorry. And now I'm going to read Next Sprint a Million to One. Oh my god, hi Alicia! I love you. How are you? I missed you. My reaction. So excited. Yummy. Yes, that sounded really good. That salmon. Delish. Oh yes, come over. Always welcome. I made us pot stickers and rice. That sounds amazing, Sarah. I still have to meet Harrison. I can't wait to. Um, oh, I definitely gave The Measure 4 stars. We just talked about buddy reading like 2 hours ago. You can still read it with us. I don't know. I'm just kidding. I honestly don't think I can add anything else to my TBR in February, unfortunately. I'm reading ACOTAR right now. I'm probably going to be done with this today or tomorrow, but I'm also reading the audiobook that I mentioned earlier, which is Thank You for Listening. I'll talk about Thank You for Listening in a second too. And then I have like 2 more books in my TBR. One of them is a fantasy, the other one's like mystery horror. So I don't think I can add another book. But when I read it, which will probably be next month, maybe, I will let you guys know. And I'll give you guys updates. But what's happening? My boyfriend. Oh my gosh. He's leaving work, guys. If anyone cared. Okay. So, thank you for listening, which is right there by Julia Whalen. You see all of my little audiobooks. Thank you for listening. I started it this morning, and this is about so the narrator of the audiobook, this is why I wanted to listen to it. The narrator of the audiobook wrote the book, and the book is about an audiobook narrator. You follow? Like it's a romance, and the book literally starts that the audiobook narrator, she's like really popular, and honestly, Julia Whalen, who wrote this book and narrates it, she's really popular in the audiobook community. She's a great audiobook narrator, and this is basically a romance, and it basically starts her on an airplane, and she's on a way to a book convention, and it's so like bookish, like it's literary. It has a lot of insight to like the audiobook narrator world, and I'm really liking it. It's really, really cute. We'll see so far, because honestly, I like it. But I still haven't seen the romance. Like it hasn't been introduced at all. But I'm really enjoying the character and like the character's best friend, and the fact that she's an audiobook narrator and she's at a book convention in Vegas. Like it's a lot of fun so far. But yeah, that's the other book that I'm reading right now. I am sending all the positive vibes for the new job. Keeping my fingers crossed for you. Thank you. Thank you. Like really, they said that I'd hear like last week, and then I get a call from the recruiter, and she's like, "Oh, we meant to have the meeting, and things have been like a little crazy, so we had to push the meeting, so I'll meet with them early next week." So, I mean, it's Tuesday. Like this is early next week. But I'm giving them time. I am thinking all the positive thoughts, like I have the skills, I have the worth, like I'm confident, I would be an asset to that company, but what is meant to be will be. And that was really hard for me to realize, but yes, because I want it so badly. Anyway, hi Meg. So happy to be here. Let's go book shopping soon and get dinner. Yes, please. I feel like I haven't seen Sarah. I mean, I have met you in person. We met at Sarah's baby shower. But yes, I haven't gone book shopping with Sarah in a long time. I can't remember the last time that we went. I think it was right after Harrison came along. Because Harrison stayed home. I remember that. But yeah, I feel like we've only met once, so we should all go. I want to plan like for everyone, like Jess, who's in the chat, Sarah, who also lives here in Cleveland, another friend who was just at that signing that you were at, Meg. I'm trying to plan for everybody, for all of us to go together. But I know that everyone has like really crazy schedules, and a lot of you are mothers. Both Sarahs are mothers. Tess is a mom, and Jess is a mom. So I feel like you and I are the only ones that aren't moms, Meg. So I understand like everyone has crazy schedules, but yeah. Sending you all the good vibes. Thank you, Alicia. I once applied for a job and it took 2 months to hear back. It was the worst. Hopefully, you won't have to wait that long. Honestly, I hmm, since my first, I wonder when my first interview, because I probably still have it on my calendar. Honestly, I thought like at this time I wouldn't be at my current job. um, hmm. The first time that I ever like talked with a recruiter was 1 month ago. And then I had first interview, second interview. And then the second interview was on the 31st of January. So basically, it's been 2 weeks since my second interview that I haven't really heard anything. And I'm just like, if you don't want me, just tell me, you know? But I keep hearing back from the recruiter, and she's like, oh, we'll let you know this time. And then she'll still call me. Like, it's not like I'm being ghosted or anything, you know? So it's not like they've made the bad decision or anything. It's like, she basically told me, like, on Friday, she's like, I'll call you early next week. And she said, like, no good news, no news means good news. So they haven't even talked about it. So it's not like they don't want me, you know what I mean? But yeah, I just need a change. Like, I really need a change. But anyway, ooh, marketing coordinator type jobs are exactly what I'm looking at doing in my little small town. Well, there's a lot of different organizations and stuff that need marketing. The only problem that I find here in Cleveland, I forget where you are at, Jenna, but the only problem that I find here in Cleveland is that a lot of different organizations or like companies and stuff want someone for marketing part time. Like, I see part time positions all the time. So something I was thinking about doing this year, 2023, was if I really wanted to change, to do like freelancing and getting like two part-time marketing jobs and kind of doing that thing. But I just really like the security of having one full-time job. Um so obviously, like, this opportunity that I applied for is a full-time thing with benefits and all that. So yeah. But yeah, that's the only thing with marketing wise. It's like a lot of places want like have part-time positions for marketing. And I'm like, I need a full-time a full-time thing. In marketing, honestly, like, it is a full-time job. Like, I don't know why all these people want like part-time people. It was a very spur of the moment, but yes, join us. I don't know why I thought you already read it. No, it's okay. I'm totally joking. But I will, whenever I read it, I'll let you guys know. But yeah, I don't know if I can, now I want to read it really bad. This is what happens. Like, my TBR for February, like, I always film it. And then at the end, I read like 5 other books that were not in my TBR. So this is making me want to add another book, but I'm trying to like stick to it. Good luck and hope you hear back from your new job. Thank you so much. Hope that you're all thinking of me. I'll let you all know. Excuse me. My dog's allergic. Oh, your dog. I feel like I looked over that. Sorry. Your dog had allergic reaction to her collar. Oh no. How do you like fix that? I never had a dog growing up ever. My mom doesn't like dogs, so I know very little about dogs. Like, my boyfriend really wants a dog, and when we like move in together and all of that, like, I know that we'll be getting a dog. Um and I know so little. Like, I had to ask him, like, what do you do like in the car? Like, do they pee? Like, I don't know all these things. So how do you fix that? Like, do you have to take him somewhere, or can you like fix that at home? Like, what do you do? Do you like Sabrina Carpenter? Been looking at her tour tickets and she's going to Cleveland. Jenna. Yes, I do. And I'm obsessed with her new music. And she's coming to Cleveland the day after my boyfriend's birthday. But she's going to this place here in Cleveland called the Agora, which is only standing room. And it's about $200, I think. And it's $200 for like wherever you're standing. So it's really expensive. like, I was going to do it, and I was gonna go alone. I don't care. I don't know anybody in real life that really likes Sabrina Carpenter. I was gonna go alone, have a good time, but I need to be saving money because when I get this job, I want to like do, I want to change my whole setup for my office. I want to get a standing desk. I want to get a new desk chair because this is like not very comfortable. Right now. And I'm also trying to save money for London and Scotland. So I was like, oh, I gotta save money. And I'm trying to do other things. So yeah, I mean, I would have gone, but also if I'm gonna go alone, I'm like, it's okay. I'm like more okay skipping it. But and I also got Taylor Swift tickets recently. So I was like, I should probably skip Sabrina Carpenter, unfortunately. Yeah. I I still haven't read ACOTAR. Oh my god, Sarah! Why did I not know that you haven't read ACOTAR? I have like 3 of the books in the series. I guess I have high hopes. Yes. You should have high hopes. It's great. It's incredible. This is my second time reading it. This is BookTube's darling. BookTube's darling. Like this, everyone loves this book. I feel like I only know one booktuber that hates this book, and that is Hannah from A Clockwork Reader. She has her points, but she also reads very different things. I know that you would like this, Sarah. I know. I know you would. I had Jess read it last year, and obviously she loved it, and she caught up with the series. So, which 3? Because there's only 4? Well, there's 5 with the novella. So do you have A Court of Thorns and Roses, Mist and Fury, and what's the other one? Wings and Ruin. Because there's the novella that is Frost and Starlight, the really thin one. And then there's the newer one, which is Silver Flames, that came out in 2021. Mm-hmm. I love them all. I mean, Court of Mist and Fury is probably my favorite, and Silver Flames. But yeah. Thank you for listening. It's on my TBR. Definitely, I'd probably listen to it. I mean, if you don't have it physically and it comes, like the audiobook comes through from the library, I would listen to it because it's a really good audiobook so far. And it makes sense, like it being about an audiobook narrator and all that. Like, and she's like one of the most popular audiobook narrators. You're in West, am I? Michigan? I'm really bad. Is that Michigan? Is that Michigan? Because I'm going to Ann Arbor, Michigan soon. Jenna. I feel like we're not that far, but I also don't remember every time. Oh my god. Are you coming to Cleveland or am I going to you? Because let me know. Dead ass, I still have 5 books to read for this month because I keep adding books. Same here, but I did try to be more strategic, and like I knew there are some books that were just not happening this month. When are you going to Ann Arbor? Hold on, Jen, I'm sorry. Yeah, I had some books that I wanted to read this month, but I just knew it wasn't gonna happen, and I just put them off for March. But March is middle grade March, so I already have like a build TBR for March. And if you don't know, middle grade March is basically like a reading challenge, readathon, where I think it's like for the whole month of March, yeah, that you try to read middle grade books, which I discovered my love for middle grade last year around this time. Jenna, you know what, Jenna? We're gonna plan Sabrina Carpenter during the sprints next week. Yeah, at home, A&D ointment, and it should be healed by the weekend. Oh no, poor baby. Same, I haven't read it either. I'm still on Air Fire. I just picked up Throne of Glass first for to own. Listen, I've tried. Here's the thing, Sarah. I will say, Throne of Glass is so much better than A Court of Thorns and Roses is so much better than Throne of Glass. I don't know if you've ever read Throne of Glass. I have tried. Throne of Glass is not nearly as good as these are. I just want to know. I just want you to read it because I was dying when Jess and my other friend were reading this last year. because they were like swooning and talking about these characters, and I'm like, just you freaking wait. Just you wait. It's so fun. It's so fun. But Throne of Glass I've tried and I can't. I cannot get past Airfire. Oh, you're still on Airfire. That's probably why. I literally have tried reading it twice. And I start from the beginning, Throne of Glass, read that second one that I forget the name of it, and then I read Airfire, and I'm always stuck on Airfire, and I feel terrible. I think if Jordan's still here, I'm sorry, because I know she loves that series. When are you going to Ann Arbor, Michigan? I'm going in May. May. I'm road tripping. It's only like 2.5 hours. It's not that far. Is that where do you live? Because now I'm confused. Do you live in Michigan? Like, is that far from me? You know, I live in Cleveland, so I don't know. Just look it up on Google Maps. Let me know how far it is. My car is just not good for road trips, but my boyfriend's actually gonna let me borrow his car for that road trip because it's literally just a weekend. But I mean, if he's ever like working or something over the weekend, which barely happens, but I could road trip somewhere. But I'm a little late for this convo, but I would love to buddy read something with you, Naomi. I still haven't read the list you gave me for my vlog though. Oh my god, that was so long ago. I don't even remember what I told you to read. I feel like my answers would be so different now. Can you tell me which books I told you to read then? Because I don't remember. I remember you asking for those. Oh, that's so funny. Yeah, I don't know what you have on your TBR. I just can't really add things. And then March, like I'm already planning it. Like I used to do buddy reads all the time, but I had to plan them ahead of time, like a month. um, I have the first two and the last one because my sister didn't know it was a series and grabbed it from my Amazon wish list. So you have A Court of Thorns and Roses, A Court of Mist and Fury, and A Court of Silver Flames. You're missing Wings and Ruin. So, yeah. Just read. Okay, I'm gonna tell you, read it now or whenever you can. And then in March for book club, we're discussing book club. And then you're going to stay an extra hour with me. And then you're going to discuss that with me. Okay, maybe I'll start the series next month. Yes. Like, I'm sure you've heard of the series before, and it's like super hyped. Like, I will say, because sometimes, like, I have read books from BookTube and Bookstagram that are super duper overhyped, and then I read them, and I'm like, why does everyone love this so much? So go in, low expectations. Like, you know, it is a Beauty and the Beast fairy retelling. Just go in low expectations, you know, chill. So you're not like disappointed or anything. But it is great. And I will say the second one is my favorite. It's probably my favorite book of all time. And like just fantasy wise, like I've never read another fantasy that hits like A Court of Mist and Fury. But see, that's me overhyping it, and then you're going to like have these expectations from it. My bookmark right now is from the second book. To the Stars Who Listen and the Dreams that Are Answered. Let me stop. Okay. You know what? A question I had, I will put it up in a second after I go through these. But I have a question. Who is your major like book boyfriend? I'm curious to who your book boyfriend is. I will answer that in a minute, but put in the chat who is your book boyfriend. I wonder, can I put a banner up and continue to read? I don't think I can. Right? Because once I do this, yeah, it goes away. Anyway, I'll put that up in a second. But Ann Arbor is 2.5 for me too. That's funny. So we're probably like, so from me to you, it'll probably be like 5 hours. But if we meet in the middle, it's like 2.5. Maybe we could just plan to meet. Do you drive? I don't even know if you drive. Maybe when you're not in school or something, we can plan to meet in the middle sometime. I know we're going to literati bookstore in Ann Arbor. I can't speak today. Okay. I love Throne of Glass when I first read it, but I hit a wall after book 4. And I always hear that they just get better and better, and for me, that wasn't the case. But also, Sarah J. Maas wrote those books when she was 16 years old. So obviously, these are much better because she's a lot older, and obviously, writers get better the more books that you write, honestly. So, like, Sabrina's in Detroit, Indianapolis, and Cleveland. Which one are we going to? I mean, obviously, Cleveland would be like the um obvious answer for me, but I don't know about what's doable for you, I guess. This would be my first Sarah J. Maas read. Oh, ACOTAR would be? I mean, I think it's, in my opinion, is the only good Sarah J. Maas. I'm sorry. I know a lot of people disagree because a lot of people love Throne of Glass, and a lot of people love her new series, Crescent City. I don't like it because it's urban fantasy, but if you like City of Bones by Cassandra Clare, you'd probably love that one. Oh, Crescent City. But yeah. Zaid. Zaid from what book? Because I don't know. I'm sorry. You gave me Scythe. Oh yeah. Aquarius and Fury, City of Girls, Looking for Alaska, only one I read. Cinder, We Were Liars, and others that I read before we talked. Yeah, I feel like those are like my go-to recommendations, like, or my go-to like favorite books of all time. It's Scythe by Neil Schusterman, Aquarius and Fury. City of Girls, if you like The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, read City of Girls because she is good. it's Evelyn Hugo vibes for sure. Looking for Alaska, classic. I don't feel like I love that book as much anymore, but she's so classic. Cinder by Marissa Meyer. I feel like Cinder by Marissa Meyer was such a huge series when I was in high school, and I feel like no one knows that series anymore, and it makes me sad. And then We Were Lies by Lockhart, obviously. Yeah, she's classic. My book boyfriend is Nick from The Neighbor Favor by Christina Forrest. I've never heard of that. The Neighbor Favor. Huh. Right now, my book boyfriend is Wes Bennett from Better Than the Movies. But for years, it was Levi from Fangirl. I never read Fangirl by Rainbow Rowell. I did read Eleanor and Park by Rainbow Rowell, but never Fangirl. I definitely heard of the series, but I always procrastinate reading hype books, love myself. But then I end up loving them. For example, Book Lovers. That's my favorite Emily Henry. It's Book Lovers. Yeah, I understand with the hyped books. I always feel like I'm never gonna like them. Oh, The Haunting from Haunting and Haunting of Adeline. I heard of that book too. Detroit is right in between both of us. Okay, that's a meeting spot. That's the meeting spot. Oh my god, Sarah is buying books right now. What is she buying? Don't tempt me because I also want to go buy books, but I can't. I think The Neighbor Favor releases in March. Oh, you got an arc, Miss Miranda. Okay. I don't think I have a book boyfriend, but I'm not gonna lie. I love. Ooh, I'm sorry. Atlas Corrigan from It Ends With Us. Okay. I tried starting It Starts With Us today, but I cannot with Atlas POV. It was not for me. But I also don't like when Colleen Hoover writes men. It's like I can't. Sorry. Oh, neighbor favors on my TBR. I'm queer and I got a crush on Eve Brown. Atlas is better than in It Starts With Us. Okay. I tried, but I also feel like I'm all Colleen Hoovered out at the moment. Like I can't. After reading Ugly Love last year, I don't think I read any other Colleen Hoover since. I think Ugly Love was the last one I read, and I just have a bad taste in my mouth. But to answer my own question, who is your book boyfriend? It's Valentine's. We're in the spirit. Not currently. I don't have one. But if you would have asked me a long time ago, I probably would have said Definitely someone from Harry Potter, because I was obsessed with George Weasley. I was obsessed with the Weasleys, but Ron was not cute for me. George Weasley is still not cute, but I just wanted an older guy. So I was obsessed with George Weasley. I was also obsessed with Draco Malfoy. It was either George Weasley or Draco Malfoy that I was obsessed with from Harry Potter. And then I don't know. Don't really think I obviously Resand from Akatar, major book boyfriend. But that's it. Like, I don't really think I have a book boyfriend. Not currently. I think the only one would like forever. It's Resand from Akatar. He's not very much in this one, so. But yeah. Okay, I've been talking for way too long once again. So, we need to sprint. But did we want to do 30 minutes again? Was that good for everybody, or does anyone want to do longer, like 40 minutes? I was going to do 30 minutes again. But you guys let me know. Let's see. Sarah said, "Is your fault for talking about Throne of Glass." Has she not read Throne of Glass? I feel like she's had read that. I did get Belladonna, and it was her fault because I know I saw her talk about it on her stories, and I still haven't read it. So we influence each other. Cinder is awesome. I read the first 4. That series is awesome. I think there's only 4 books in that series. It was Cinder, Scarlet, Cress, and Winter. So you read all of it. My favorite one's Cress, for sure. Cress is wild. 30 minutes works. Okay. My favorite John Green book is Turtles All the Way Down. My book boyfriend is Augustus Waters from the Fawn of Stars. Aw. I read Turtles All the Way Down. I think it was too triggering for me because of the OCD representation in that book. It was a lot. And yeah. I did. Ooh. My boyfriend went to a chicken place, guys, instead of an Asian place. Just so you all know. But I made my boyfriend watch The Fawn of Stars, and I was watching it, and I was cringing. The script for that movie, it's so like the book, and at the time, like, it made sense, but it doesn't hold up. Like, it just doesn't. Like, everyone go back and watch The Fawn of Stars. You will cringe. I'm promising you. 30 minutes sounds good. I needed the box set of the old covers since new ones came out. I did see that. I don't like those. I feel like I like the originals, and I don't like yeah, they've done them like over and over, like twice already. And the originals are nice. I had like the whole box set for the originals, and I think I sold it to half price because I wasn't reading it. No, I didn't sell it. I think I donated it or something because it was a gift from from a subscriber. Sorry. If they were just taking a lot of space on my shelves and I wasn't gonna read them, so I donated them. I'm sorry. 35 minutes. My book boyfriend 5 years ago definitely was Augustus Waters too. I don't think I liked him, but I liked him for Hazel. Like, I feel like I'm so loyal in that way that, like, if a book, like, a male character has a girlfriend in the book, I'm just like, I like them for them. For their person, but not for me. um Not the chicken. Tell your boyfriend to get Asians. He wanted Asian. They were gonna go to some place called Bamboo, and he wanted pot stickers or something like that. And he said that they chose to go to the chicken place, so he had to get chicken. So yeah. Okay, my throat. She needs a break. So I'm gonna take this off, and we're gonna read for 30 minutes. Everyone said, I think so. I don't know what I'm gonna read. We'll see. We'll see how I feel. All right, so let me share my screen. All right, and I'll see you in 30. Hi. How did we do? I feel like I have chocolate all over my face. I was eating those chocolate covered strawberries. Anyway, let me know how you guys did. Not me knocking over my laptop. I made it to page 365. So I have this much left of my book. I have about 50 pages left, which I feel like I could finish this tonight. But I feel like during the next sprint, I'm going to change out of these clothes because I feel really hot right now. And I'm going to take my makeup off and like do my skincare and stuff. So I think I'm just going to listen to my audiobook. Um, because obviously I can't sit down and read and do all of that. So I'm going to listen to my audiobook. So I think this is going to have to wait till tomorrow, probably. We'll see. I don't know. But yeah, I think the next sprint I'm gonna like do some things and listen to my audiobook while I do that. So yes. But yeah, let me know how you guys did. This book, I mean, I've read this already, but it's getting to the really, really good part towards the end with the trials and stuff. Can't say anything else because I know some people haven't read this. But yeah, I only have about 50 pages left, so I know for sure tomorrow I will be finishing this. And then I don't know if I'm going to start right away, like a reread for A Court of Mist and Fury, if I'm going to wait longer. We'll see about that. But yeah, I'm really obviously enjoying this. And yeah, let's see. I read 15 pages. That's great. I think I read maybe like 30 pages. I feel like I read a page a minute ish, little less than that. So I probably read about 25, 30 pages. Hello. I had no idea how many pages I read, but I think I got a decent amount. Did you tell me what you're reading? Because I don't remember. Um, I remember you guys, my boyfriend ate a grilled chicken sandwich and fries. I just figured you guys should know because he's texting me. um, but yeah, I don't think you told me what you're reading, Jenna. I know you mentioned It Starts With Us by Colleen Hoover, but I don't think you told me. I'm not sure. Got to 90%, one more sprint, and I'll finish. Yay! Yeah, if I would finish this in another sprint, but I'm gonna be productive and I'm gonna go downstairs and meal prep my lunch for tomorrow. I'm gonna take my makeup off, do my skincare, and put some more comfy clothes on. So I'm gonna listen to my audiobook. So I mean, maybe if I'm still awake after later tonight, I can finish this. But I'm not rushing because it's a reread, so like it's fine. I'm not rushing. There's no timeline. I am vlogging. I forgot to say I am vlogging a little romance reading vlog for Valentine. So I started yesterday on Valentine's and I'm vlogging today. Haven't vlogged a lot today because I've been at work, so there's not a lot to vlog, but yeah, I do have that coming up soon. I'm reading on KU, and all I remember is that I went from 9 to 10%. Great, love to hear it. I'm on chapter 20 of Ninth House. Yay! What is happening in that? I like just reread it, so it's like fresh in my mind. I wonder if I remember like chapter 20. I love that book. I love Pamela Doss is one of my favorite characters of all time. I love her. Also, I did lie. Darlington is probably my book boyfriend currently. Darlington from Ninth House. Most probably it's like the only worthy book boyfriend out there currently. How do I scroll up again? Forgot to. My boyfriend had fries too, guys. Okay, there we go. I couldn't scroll up. Okay. Yes, I just wrote that. Okay. I can't remember. Did you read Finley Donovan is Killing It? My hold came in for Knox and Dead. Oh my gosh. I read Finley Donovan last year. Yeah, I read it last year because it was in my favorite books of 2022. And I've had the audiobook for the second one. Let me see. I'm pretty sure it's that one, Knox and Dead. I've had it for a while because it's on Scribd and I have Scribd. So I've just had it there saved, but I haven't listened to it because I kind of want to read it physically because I read Finley Donovan physically. But yeah, let me know when you're reading that because I could probably sneak that into one of my TBRs. Because it's such an easy read. If you guys haven't read Finley Donovan is Killing It, I know I got that for my friend who's in the chat, Jess. I got her that book for Christmas, and I just feel like she'll really love it. But Finley Donovan is so good. It's such a good book, and I love it. And I feel like for anyone who is a mom, they'll love it too. Because the main character is a mother, she's a writer. And it's just silly, fun, and it's goofy, and I love it. And it's mystery, thriller-ish, but it's funny. Conflicting feelings on the Paris apartment, about to start set on you. Oh no, what happened? Oh. Got to page 84, so a little under halfway through the book. Yay! Happy for you. Oh yeah, you did tell me this. The ritual. Sorry, I forget everything. Yes, the smutty romance. It's hard for me to keep straight like what everyone's reading. I'm sorry. About 20 pages. That sprint. Great. Yeah, I think I'll do like another 30-minute sprint later. So I can do all of those things and and relax. And I'm probably gonna move this setup to my bed because this chair, you can't really see it. It's from Target and it's not the comfiest. So that's why I was also saying earlier that I want to save some money because I want to buy like a standing desk. I want to get rid of this vanity that I have and buy other things. And I want to get a nice desk chair, like a really comfortable one, because this is not comfy to sit on. And if I'm going to start going live every Tuesday, I don't want to be sitting here like in pain. Like I'm not in pain right now, but like it's not the most comfortable thing. Finally back, lol, the internet was down, but I'm halfway through Parasite and it's creepy. Oh no, I'm glad your internet's back. Oh my god, put the sprints in the vlog. Haha, the chat can say. Okay. Oh my god, I feel like I haven't done that in forever. Okay. All right. Here we are live on my channel. Jenna said to put the sprints on the vlog, so here we are. There have been times that like booktubers are like live and they're like, oh, I'm gonna like vlog this or whatever, and I've been like my dumb self, I've been like this, like they can see me and it's hilarious. I feel like we've all done that. What time is it for you? It is 9:24 p.m. Irma. What time is it for you? Yeah, I started 7 p.m. EST, and I know it doesn't work for everyone because like one of my closest friends here on BookTube, Sean, he lives in Ireland, and I've wanted him to come on my channel, but it's so late for him, and he has school and stuff, so like it wouldn't work out for him. But before, when I was working from home and stuff, he'd invite me on his channel, and we'd be on at like 1 or 2 p.m. But it was like it was much later for him. So yeah, time zones are crazy. I read about 20 more pages of this romance. Don't love it, but that's my bad because I'm not used to romance. Yeah. Then my boyfriend came home and brought Valentine's presents, bookends, and a side table. How cute! What did my boyfriend get me? Oh, he got me like this foot. You put your feet in it and it does like bubbles and it heats your water. He got me flowers. He took me out for a really nice dinner. We went to the Disney immersion. If you ever been to the Van Gogh thing, like it's like a room with like projector lights and music. He took me to the Disney one, which was really, really nice. What else did we do? We ended up doing like I posted a reel. If you haven't seen it on my Instagram, we did the Target couples challenge, which was my idea, but I was so happy that he wanted to do it. If you haven't seen my reel, go watch it. It has like 12K views or something. And I was like, what? Because my reels don't really get that many views. Like the max is like 3K views that's the the real. But yeah, max I get like 3K views on my reels. Oh, it has 18K. Like I don't get views like that. But yeah, Target couples challenge. We did the Valentine's edition, which is just a regular one, but we just did it for Valentine's. And yeah, and I think I cooked dinner. Oh, he made me breakfast in bed. We just had a really great we had a really great Valentine's, to be honest. But yeah. Oh, and he like today, he had already told me, but there's like this like it's not really a winery, but it's this place that does charcuterie boards and they do wine flights and stuff like that. And he ordered like this chocolate covered strawberries that I was eating and the pretzels for me to go pick up today on Valentine's because he's away. He's in Alabama right now. Excuse me. I just finished Ninth House recently and I can't explain why, but I really loved Darlington. He's so yeah, he's a darling. My boyfriend's getting ice cream. I gotta answer that. Excuse me. He's just sending me a picture of wherever he is as a t-shirt. He loves merch from like restaurants and stuff. I don't know why, but oh my god, he's getting ice cream without me? How rude. I'm sorry. I just have to send him at least an emoji. Okay. I feel bad I don't respond when I'm live. Okay. Yes, Darlington is the best, and you don't really get to see Darlington that much in Ninth House, but he's the best. And it's also like, I mean, there hasn't been really like much romantic things with Darlington. Like you don't really know, like it doesn't really seem like Alex is gonna end up with him. We don't really know what's happening, but also like the dynamic between Alex, who's such like a tough, strong girl, and then Darlington, who's just like an academic, is just so funny. I love it. Almost halfway through the Ballad of Never After. I don't know why I thought you were going to say the Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, which I started and I never finished. And I have to read it before that movie comes out soon. Oh my god, I just started and it's so good. Okay, great. I need to read that soon. I've had the audiobook for the longest and I just haven't read it. Hi. Oh yeah, the vlog. I was like, why is everyone saying hi randomly? Um, the Paris apartment is good. Sorry, I'm like I just glitched. But the author reminds me, the reader, at least every other page, that the characters live in an apartment in Paris. Duh. But I love the story otherwise. 2.5. Oh no. I hate when there's like something really like pet peevish. Um like this like a one thing that just like the author just keeps mentioning and it's like really annoying you. Yeah, I totally get that. I gave the book 4 stars, but I just read a book called The Housemaid by Frida McFadden. I really liked it. I gave it 4 stars, but there was this one thing that really, really annoyed me, which was that the main character, like, she's a housemaid. So she goes to this house and there's like another person who like does the garden and he's Italian. And there's like 3 times that this girl has an interaction with him and he's like, "Hola." And then in her head she's like, "Oh, I think that's Spanish and not Italian." But I guess he'll get it. And then she'll say stuff in her head that she's like, "How has he not picked up English? Like he's been living here for so long, blah 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 blah." And then later on she's having like a dinner at a French restaurant and she's talking about how she wishes she'd learned French, but it's too late for her. And I'm like, then why do you expect this Italian man to learn English if it's too late for you to learn French? I'm like, that was like the only thing that really annoyed me from the book. But it's also because I know 2 languages, so like I don't feel like any that wouldn't annoy anyone except me. But yeah. Anyway, I just went on a tangent. For me, it's 6:24 p.m. You have the whole day ahead of you, Irma. Oh my god, a petty spa. It's like a little tub, and you hit a button, and it just does like bubbles, and it heats up the water, or it keeps it warm. I don't think it heats up the water, but it keeps it warm. And he like he's pretty great. He was like taking off my nail polish the other day, like my toenail polish, and he cut my nails and everything, like my toenails. He likes it. I'm like, why do you want to do this? But he likes it. But yeah, he doesn't have a foot fetish, guys. Don't worry. um, I love that he's giving you a food play-by-play. I was asking. I feel like that's the one thing that we always ask each other, like, "Did you eat? What did you eat? Send me a picture." Like, he'll always be like, "What's for lunch?" And I just already have a picture of my food because I already took a picture because I know he's asking. Um, buddy read with me. Oh, Finley. I'm like, what are we buddy reading? I don't think I can fit it in this month, but I will read it soon and I'll let you know because I think you're reading it now, right? So, um, yeah. Love you. Yeah, I just can't really fit anything in probably this month. Unless I end up DNFing another book that I'm going to be reading. But hopefully I don't, because we don't want that. We want no DNFs this year, hopefully. We can DNF, but I don't want to. I want to like everything I read. I haven't had a bad reading year so far. I don't think I've read anything that I hated so far. So it's pretty good. It's been pretty good. Just, yeah. Anyway, do we want to do another sprint? I think I'm going to do like again a 30 minutes, and like I said, I'm probably going to turn off my camera cuz I'm going to go oh my god, hey Steph. I just got your gift in the mail. Thank you. You're welcome. I think I got you oh, the ether? No, let me go check my Amazon. I forgot what I got you. Yeah, I've been wanting to get you I wanted to get you a present a long time ago, and I noticed you didn't have your address, and I forgot to mention it to you. And then recently, when you celebrated your anniversary, wanted to get you something again, and you didn't have an address. So I think I told you this time for sure. And then I saw that you fixed it, so I got you a book. What was it? Oh, On Earth We're Briefly Gorgeous. Yeah. I've heard of that book. I want to see what you think of it. So let me know if you read it or hopefully you vlog it or something so I can watch. But let me know what you think because I don't own it, but I do seem interested. Um, I'm trying so hard to stop starting books and giving up on them. I listen. If you're not vibing, you're not vibing. You know what I'm saying? Oh, guys, you guys want to see a picture of my boyfriend's ice cream? He's so cute. I miss him. Oh, he got what is that? Cookies and cream? What is it? What is it? Cookies and cream. He knows my favorite ice cream is cookie dough. Chocolate chip cookie dough is my favorite. Hold on. It's so funny. Okay. Yes. I mean, if you're not vibing, you're not vibing with the book. You know what I mean? There's been times that I literally just like I'll start a book or an audiobook or something, and 5 minutes in, I'm like, let's do that later. Let's do this book later. It's not the time for this. It is cookies and cream, guys. I am such an Amazon rookie. Well, you figured it out. I feel like I needed someone to help me with it too at one point. I will definitely let you know. Okay. Your reel with your boyfriend is so cute. I didn't think it'd get that many views. It did pretty well. I was really excited. I'm like, I feel like with reels and stuff, like I put so much work in ones. Like this one took like 5 seconds to edit. Like it was literally just clips. And then there are others that are like transitions and all this editing and stuff, and they don't get that many views. And then this one that was literally just putting together a whole bunch of clips and putting text over it, like 18K, like what? I just get so confused with like the algorithm or like with reels and stuff. Cookie dough is superior. You are correct. Only pretty girls eat cookie dough. 2022 was a bad year of just giving up on books and never going back to them. I feel like what was the year? Probably 2020, I think, was the year that I just like I pushed through a lot of books that I should have just put down and gone back to a different time because I have like soft DNF'd a couple of books and then gone back to them at the right time. But there were some books that I just like completely I pushed through without not liking it from the start. And obviously, I did not have a good time. But sometimes I think back and I'm like, oh, if I would have read this at another time in my life, I probably would have liked it more. But we'll never know. Reels are so hit or miss, and it's always the ones you don't expect or want to go viral to get thousands of views. Exactly. And I feel like I've seen that the video that I made today, the Target couples challenge, I've seen that all the time because I've asked my boyfriend several times, like, where I just shown him it and I tell him like, oh, we need to do this, we need to do this, and we just never had. And then for Valentine's, I was like, we're doing this for sure. For Valentine's. So I had seen it like many times. It's not like a new thing. 2020 was the year I really started getting back into reading and started BookTube and Bookstagram. Fun fact. Yeah, I feel like that was, well, no, I'm lying. For me, it was probably like 2019. Yeah, because I think 2019 is the year I graduated college. So I had more time to read. So yeah. I think fun fact for me, I think it's gonna be 4 years on BookTube soon in June. Oh, excuse me. So what happens when I talk too much? My throat just gets so dry. All right, you know what? That is a sign for another reading sprint. So we're gonna do another 30-minute. And like I mentioned, I'm probably gonna be my camera's probably gonna be off for a little bit because I'm gonna be doing other things. So, you know, just in case I like walk in and out and I forget that this is happening. But all right, we'll do another sprint and I'll see you in 30. Oh my god. The change in my appearance from just taking my makeup off and not having a ring light behind me. Which, if you didn't know, I always have a ring light behind me when I'm doing these, and I'm also laying down now. But yeah, I reading wise, let me know how you guys did. I ended up listening to Thank You for Listening on audiobook because I went downstairs, I meal prepped, I took my makeup off, did my skincare, and put on more comfy clothes to lay in bed for this last sprint for a little bit, and then I'm gonna go downstairs and do other things. But yeah, I made it to chapter 10 out of 30, which I think that puts me at 30% in of this book, but I honestly don't know cuz Scribd doesn't tell you. I don't think Scribd tells you what percentage you've read of the book so far. It just tells you what chapter you're on. So, I don't know. I like tracking it on Goodreads. So I have no idea, but I'm going to pretend like I read 30%. I don't know if that's right. If I read 10 out of 30 chapters, I think that's 10%, but I don't know. So I'm just gonna say 30%. I think I read 30%. I did not start this book during that sprint. I started it this morning. So do not think that I read 30% in one sprint. And then for Akatar, I think I made it to page 365. So I just like updating my my Goodreads at the end of the day. It makes me feel super accomplished. I feel like I do this every day. Oh my god, I'm at 84% of Akatar. Wow. I just feel so accomplished. I finished 2 books yesterday, so like getting a good chunk of these read today was like it feels good. Sorry, I'm like laying down and like lazy now. Let me know how you guys did. If you had any thoughts on your books, what's going on. I think I'm going to update my reading vlog in a second. I read about 15 pages, I think. I am 13% through now. Very nice of that smutty romance. I read about 10 pages and got distracted by Instagram. I think my boyfriend said he was on the way back to his hotel. He's been working all day long, and then after work, he usually goes out for dinner with his coworkers, so I don't get a lot of he doesn't text me while he's at work with at dinner with his coworkers because they talk about some work stuff, and I don't know, I get it. Like when you're out with dinner with people, like you can't really be on your phone and stuff. So I haven't really got to talk to him all day, and it's Valentine, so I think we're about to get on the phone soon. Um, Even though it's 10 p.m. Oh sorry, I stopped reading not into my I don't know. Oh, hey, we were just talking about you. I showed everyone pictures of your ice cream and I let everyone know that you were eating chicken instead of Asian, and everyone thought it was really funny. Just so you know. If you saved the book, script shows you. So like go to your save shelf and we'll say Jenna, you're teaching me new things today. Hold on. Scribd. Also, babe, can I borrow your car to go visit Jenna? She lives like 4 hours away. Thank you. Wait, my saved. Okay. Okay. So like go to your saved shelf. I think I'm there. Saved shelf, right? Okay. And now what? And it will say, oh, 18%. Oh my god. I learned something new today. Wow. Thank you, Jenna. So I read 18%, not 30. I was fooling myself. Okay. Um, where did I go? That was probably guys, he's gonna shower because he stinks. I just feel like I'm gonna tell you guys because it goes off. So like I feel like I have to tell you what the text says. Um that was probably terribly explained, but I can text you if you want. No, I figured it out. You did a great job. Thank you. I learned something new. I had no idea. I didn't read, touched, not enjoy my book, going to try something else. Oh no. What other books do you have that you want to read? Got to page 135, only have 85 pages left, so planning to finish that tonight. Very nice. I did so much reading in February already, and specifically this past week. I've been in such a reading mood. Like, I read a lot. Well, was it January? Well, regardless, I've already read. Let me see. I have like a little, I have a tracker on Canva, because I wanted to post on my stories every month, like how many books I've read. So far I've read 6 books. 6 books in 2 weeks. I feel like that's pretty good. Oh yeah, I forgot that I had a Shein order coming in. Clothes order once again. I don't think I saw anything. Supposedly I was supposed to get something today. What is happening?
Are such a steal tonight at just $1.
Since when does Shein do live streams? That is so weird. Okay, anyway. Did you ever watch Tell Me Lies? No, what is that? I'm sorry, I don't know. My kitty. Kitty. Did not mean to do that emoji. Book was trying 1 in a Million by. Oh, the book you were trying was 1 in a Million by Adiba Jagardere. I think I've heard of that book. I'm sorry. I'm trying to figure out this freaking Shein order because I thought I was supposed to get it today. And oh, it's in Ohio, but I don't think it got delivered. Yeah, they're both in Ohio and they're not delivered. Okay. Please give Naomi a car. Jenna, if you were ever to see my car is from the year I was born. So it's about to be 25 years old. I love my car. I will say. I do love my car. I I drive a Toyota 4Runner and it makes me feel really, really cool. I was able to finish my book on the last sprint. Yay! I was 70% when we started tonight. 4 stars. Wizard's Guide to Defensive Ace. Oh yeah, you mentioned that one. Let me look that up on Goodreads because that sounds really cute. Wizard's Guide to Defensive Baking. I'm going to look it up. Wizard's Guide to Defensive Baking by T. Kingfisher. I've heard that name before. The T. Kingfisher. I don't know who he is though. Oh my god, Sam, I think I read 6 books this month. Yeah, me too. And I finished 2 yesterday out of those 6. So I had read 4. And then yesterday I finished Attached, and I started and finished yesterday Pride, Prejudice, and Peril. So it was very nice. And then now I'm about to finish this, so 7, and then the other one I will finish it before February, so it'll be at least 8. So February's been a good reading month. I don't remember. Let me see how many I read. Oh, I don't think I saved it. I didn't save how many I read in January. I posted about it, but I don't remember how many I read. Oh my god, excuse me. Tell Me Lies is like a college thriller, but it's also low-key a smutty romance. Oh, it's a book. Oh. I'm gonna look that up, Jenna. Oh, if you have any TV recommendations, please let me know because I struggle. Like, there are days that I don't have anything to do and I just don't feel like reading. And I just don't watch TV by myself anymore. Like, if I am watching something, it's MasterChef with my boyfriend. And I can't watch it without him because we watch it together. So I don't really have any TV shows that I watch by myself. Excuse me. I started and finished the first part of You, but I'm not really enjoying it. I feel like I don't know if this is the last season, but they need to stop because I feel like last season was okay, but I liked it a lot more than I'm liking this season. This season is not the best for me. So, but I'm gonna look this up because I really need a good TV show. Let me look up Tell Me Lies on I'll see, because honestly, I don't really like very smutty things. You said this is high school? These look like grown adults. I thought you said it was high school. Amy Lights follows a tumultuous but intoxicating relationship as it unfolds over the course of 8 years. Oh, this is toxic? Typical. Oh, you said college, my bad. Campus romance. They quickly fall into addictive entanglement that will permanently end. Oh, I don't know if this is gonna trigger me, but I'll add it to my list. I feel like I'm gonna get triggered. Okay. We love Toyota. We do. But she cannot. Does the car have a name? No, I never named my car. I think I wanted to at one point, and I think I tried, but honestly, I couldn't remember the name that I tried to name my car. Um, but yeah, we love Toyota. She's lasted a long time, but if I were to do a road trip with it, it would die. She's lasted me much longer than I thought. I just stopped, but I just I can't read. I just oh no, this is just not spelled. That book recently, A Wizard's Guide to Defensive Basic. Oh, okay. I just finished, is what you were trying to say. Oh my god. I just finished that book. Um, I didn't read it. The person in the chat, I'm sorry, I forgot her name. Dobby. Dobby? She read it. So I did not read it. But I do want it does sound interesting. I've never read anything by T. Kingfisher. Kingfisher? I don't know how to say his name. Oh my god, I saw that you read The Mesher and it looks so good. I cannot wait. I give it 5 stars. I really liked it. Something about February. I think it's always a good reading month for me. I don't know how much I read last year for February. So I'm all caught up. Dead to Me, I tried like season 1 and I never finished it. I feel like it was not for me. Gilmore Girls, not for me either. Criminal Minds, I started that with my boyfriend. So that's the thing. Excuse me. Whenever I start TV shows with my boyfriend, like either we really like it like MasterChef and that's our go-to, or it's like Criminal Minds that we just kind of like it kind of fizzled out. So, um we started watching it but we never continued. And Ginny and Georgia, I'm completely caught up with too. I love Ginny and Georgia. Whenever I find like a show that I really love, I get so excited because I feel like I don't watch TV as much anymore. I don't really watch TV shows. Yes, I've watched all of Gossip Girl. I've only read 2 books in February so far. I also read 2 books in February last year, and I'm determined to break the curse of the February reading slump. I am scared because I'm in such a big reading mood that there are times that like I'll start a book and I'll read like a chapter and I'm like and I put it down. And then I read a chapter of another one and I put it down. And like I keep doing that until I find the perfect one. Um but I'm scared that soon because I've been in such a good reading mood that I'm not gonna find something. Like I'm gonna be reading a chapter and a chapter and a chapter, and I'm not gonna find a book that it's like hitting. So I feel like I'm gonna hit a reading slump soon. Yes, you were right, college. Oh, excuse me. I need to go to bed. I watch Forge and Fire. If you like cooking shows, it is obviously not cooking, but it's kind of interesting. People have to make knives. I think it's pretty cool. My boyfriend and I watched, it's not Survivor. It was a TV show about these people. Like, they put these people in the middle of nowhere with, like, a backpack. And they just leave them out there in the wilderness by themselves. And they have to, like, make shelter. And they have to find their own food. And all of these things for, like, months. Until one of them is, like, the last one standing. We watched that show. I forget what it's called. It's not Survivor, though. Excuse me. Forge and Fire. Where is this on? Netflix? I have to look it up. I still have to yet read a 5-star. Oh, I've read a couple 5 stars, I feel like. Let me see. So far this month, The Dead Romantics was a 5-star. The Mesher was a 5-star. Let me check my Goodreads. Goodreads, come through. Yeah, The Dead Romantics is really good, and The Mesher. Those are two that I read this month alone. Oops. Yeah, I've read Ninth House and Hellbent. Ninth House was a reread. Hellbent was really good. Well, Ninth House was a 5 star. Hellbent was more like a 4.5. The Dead Romantics was a 5 star. The Mesher was a 5 star. And The House in the Pines by Anna Reyes, she was like a 4 star, but I still really really liked it. So, yeah. Ginny and Georgia was so good. I love Ginny and Georgia, and the representation in this season and everything, it was really really good. I love Gilmore Girls, but I think because I started watching it in 8th grade, that's why I love it so much. I tried. There are like certain things like Gilmore Girls and like City of Bones, and like there are specific fandoms that I tried to get into and I just didn't, and I felt like something was wrong with me. And Gilmore Girls is one of those that I just couldn't get into. And it's just not my type of show, I feel like. They should have stopped last season. Oh, for you? Yeah, I definitely agree. Also, I also think that like the character done the first season, Guinevere Beck, I really liked that character. And then the second season, and third season, Love, I think she like stole the show because I feel there's something missing, and I definitely feel like it's that character, the actress Adriana, oh, Pedretti, Victoria Pedretti, um, loved her in season 2 and 3, um, and I just feel like there's something missing, and it's her. But supposedly, I saw a on Facebook, I saw that like she doesn't come back. She's well, whatever. But there's like a flashback of something that happens with that. There's a flashback with that character, and I just got really excited because we're gonna see Victoria Pedretti. But it's just a flashback or like a dream or something. It's not like she's back. But yeah, I read some pretty good ones. I just don't consider them. I don't consider them 5 stars because I say 5 stars for utter perfection. I feel like I've been handing out 5 star. Well, the Dead Romantics for me was perfection, and the Measure was perfection too. So, I guess those are like 5 stars. Um, but I feel like if I really like it, I'll give it 5 stars. Beck from season 1 is so gorgeous, and I love the bookish vibes of her and Joe pre-murders. Um, I really liked Beck, and I also really liked her because she was like, I think she played Anna in Once Upon a Time. She was like Anna from Frozen. I don't know if anyone ever watched Once Upon a Time. That was another one of my favorite TV shows until like season 4 or 5, or I don't know how many seasons there were, but there was a point that it like went downhill. Um, but she played Anna in Once Upon a Time, and I was like, "Oh my god." I was like, I think it was that I saw Joe and he's in Gossip Girl, so I was like, "Oh my god, this is the guy it's the guy from Gossip Girl." And then Anna, and I was like, "Oh, I'm going to watch it." And then it was completely different. Has anyone read You? Cuz I want to read it, but I don't know how different they are from the books. Yeah, I stopped watching it too. I don't know how many seasons I watched, but I loved it. That was one of those shows that would like make me sob. I loved Once Upon a Time. Yeah, she plays Anna. Like many like it was like later seasons when they introduced Frozen. It was like during the Frozen hype that they were like, bring Frozen into the show, and they did. And they shouldn't have. They should have just kept like the classic characters in there, but whatever. Okay, I'm just like rambling at this point. I've been live for 3.5 hours. Like, who is she? How am I out of breath and I'm literally laying in bed right now? Like, am I okay? Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I did too. All right. Okay, let me delete all this stuff. Okay, well, thank you guys for hanging out tonight with me on Valentine's, for that matter. Um, I feel honored that you decided to spend Valentine's with me. But thank you so much for hanging out. Just so you guys know, I'm going to plan on being live every single Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And next week, I will have a guest, and it will be Miss Jenna here. I'm excited because you were here the whole time and like um, conversation and stuff. Like, I feel like we're gonna have a lot to talk about next week. So I'm excited. It was fun. Thanks for the Valentine's Day sprint. Have a good night. Thank you for being here. Thank you all for hanging out. Yay! I'm back to my regularly scheduled programming. I used to always go live on Tuesday nights, and then I stopped for a while. So yeah, yes, Jenna will be joining me next Tuesday. So we'll have a lot of fun. Jenna and I will be planning our trips. Exactly, we have a trip to plan. Have a good night. See you next week. Have a good night. Thank you, and I hope to see you all next week. Had a good time. So glad to hear that, Sammy. I missed you. And yeah, happy Valentine's Day. Hope you all have a good night. And I'll see you next Tuesday. Bye.